What's going on, everybody? It's episode number 2 of Cooking with Chuck. Loved all the reviews, loved all the feedback, so I had to bring it back. You know it's Sunday, so you know what that means. Hashtag Smoking Sunday. On today's episode, we're going to be doing a full rack of baby back ribs in the smoker, guaranteed to be fall off the bone. Even better, it is extremely easy to do. So I'm going to walk you through the entire process, whether it be prepping the meat, then seasoning, what seasonings to use, and then what wood to use in the smoker, smoking time, temperatures, all that. This is gonna be super simple. This is a perfect recipe for a lazy Sunday. It's gonna take about 7 hours total, so really not much to do but to sit on the couch, get some work done maybe, and definitely drink a couple cold ones. So next step, we're gonna be prepping the meat. Stay tuned. Second step is to start seasoning the ribs, and what that means really is to put a nice rub on the ribs, and we want to give it at least 2 hours, maybe 3 hours for the rub to set on the baby back ribs. Now with baby back ribs, there's a lot of flavor in the good fat content on there. There's going to be a lot of flavor from the sauce and a lot of flavor from the smoke of the smoker, so you don't have to go too over the top with the rub. A lot of people just do salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, the normal. But my buddies over at Famous Dave's, they sent this over to me. I'll zoom in on this. Famous Dave's Rib Rub. These guys, they've been winning barbecue recipes at barbecue awards on nonstop for the last 20 years. This is awesome rub. So thanks, Dave. Shout out Famous Dave's. You can pick this up at your local Publix, Kroger, supermarket, or whatnot. Just lucky to have a partnership with these guys. They send me free stuff. I put it on the ribs, and we test it out. So next step is just to apply it generously to the ribs, and I'll show you guys how I'm doing that. Why I choose a wire rack is because it makes this process so much easier for cleanup. We're just going to start, like I said, very generously applying the rub all over. Give a nice little pat down in there. Okay. Like I said, the wire rack, honestly, it makes the cleanup so much easier. So it's not sitting on a pile of seasoning or rub. So I'm gonna flip this, and once again on this side, very generously applying that rub. You want to get it everywhere. This is also going to help put a little bit of a crust on the meat in the smoker. So the more rub you can get in there, it's actually going to make a nice, kind of a little salty crust on the edge of the ribs. It's just going to make the flavor so much better. Make sure you don't miss the sides there. And it's fine to kind of go a little bit more. So in this situation, more is definitely more. Some people say less is more. I tend to disagree when it comes to rubbing the meat. So after a good flip, you want to take your rub again. Just go over the top lightly one last time. Man, doesn't that look good? Now, I'm going to throw this in the fridge for 3 hours and let that rub set in. So 3 more hours in the fridge. The rub's going to be nice in there, and until it's ready, I'm just going to have a couple more beers. So I'll see you all on the other side. All right, so the ribs are out of the fridge. They've been sitting in there for 3 hours with the rub on it, just getting nice and ready. The smoker is actually preheating right now. But before I put the ribs into the smoker, I want to tell you guys about a little technique that I picked up a while ago. It's to keep the ribs nice and moist throughout the entire cooking process. I'm going to be spraying it every hour, every 45 minutes or so with apple juice. This is very important. If you don't do this, the ribs will be good, but there'll be kind of a hard burnt crust on the outside of the ribs. But if you spray it every 45 minutes or every hour with just 100% apple juice from the farmer's market, That'll keep it really nice and moist. You won't really be able to tell much of a flavor difference. The apple juice is really just because water's just going to brush the rub right off there and kind of cause the meat to boil. There's a little bit more sugar content in apple juice, so it'll caramelize better. So that's just one of the tips that I do. And some people cut it with vinegar. I don't really like the smell or the taste of vinegar at all unless it's just in barbecue sauce. So I'm just going to fill the bottle about halfway with apple juice. And this is just a commercial sprayer I picked up at Home Depot that I use. And it has a setting on it. If you twist the knob a little bit closer to close, it has a setting that actually is a mist. So it's not directly spraying it and knocking off some of that rub. It's just misting the meat. So that's exactly what you want to do. So let me show you guys the ribs as they have been in the fridge. See, that rub has plenty of time to sit on it. And it looks really good. So we're gonna go ahead and put the ribs in the smoker. The smoker's set to 275. Now, I'm using apple wood for the wood instead of a normal hickory or really a traditional smoke because I want it to be a little bit sweeter and not as smoky and robust. So apple wood's gonna be perfect for that. Pairing it with apple juice and the nice rub, the salty rub I have on it, it's gonna be great. So time to put it in the smoker. As you guys can tell, it's raining outside Nashville. Not a very great day here, but still perfect for smoking meats. So I got the ribs in the smoker. They're going. I'm just going to show you guys real quick how I have them done. Sitting at, since I just opened it, it's going to be about 260 degrees. We want it to be at 275. They're in the middle rack. The fat side is up. So I'm going to give it a quick spray of apple juice. And then that's it. And then I'm going to close this. And we're not going to touch it for an hour. But remember, it has to be fat side up. Sorry, meat side up, bone side down. So that's going to be for the first hour, and then we're going to flip it. All right, it's been an hour. So we're going to flip the ribs, and then we're going to respray them. So I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. Don't want to disturb the temp too much. Oh yeah, that looks great. Pull this guy out. All we're doing, like I said, just gonna flip it. I can get a grip on this thing. Damn. A little tough to do this one-handed, but we can try. There we go. Ooh, yeah. All right. So we flip the ribs. Give it a nice good spray. I'm actually going to turn them. One side's getting a little bit more crisp than the other. Let's see if I can do this. One-handed. There we go. Perfect. Give it a good spray again with the apple juice. And then we're going to close it. Perfect. And then we'll wait another hour before repeating that process. On the ribs. Oh, they look good. They've been in there for 2.5 hours. I'm gonna do my final flip. And gonna give a good spray. Close, and we'll see them in another hour. Ready. Now, last step is going to be, we're going to brush the ribs. We got a little bit of barbecue sauce here. This is a traditional molasses ketchup-based barbecue sauce called Stubbs. We're going to open this up. Ooh, let the smoke clear. These ribs are looking good. Oh yeah, I got a really nice crust on there. Yeah, they're looking awesome. So we're gonna apply the barbecue sauce pretty liberally to the top using our paintbrush. Try to get a nice on thick there. All right, so as I paint on the ribs with the barbecue sauce, I'm gonna let it cook for another 30 minutes and then take it out, and I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, guys, as usual, got a little bit of bonus content. Now, this has been taken from a lot of the comments I'm getting on the videos, a lot of email requests, a lot of mail from the fans. They really wanted me to do a beer pairing. A lot of questions like, hey, Chuck, for my wings or my ribs or my brisket, what type of beer should I be drinking while I cook or when I'm done cooking and when I start eating? So today we're gonna do a very quick review. This is a beer, it's from Southern Prohibition Brewery. It's taken straight from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It is called the Devil's Harvest IPA. It's a breakfast IPA. Now, most people are asking, what makes an IPA, breakfast IPA? This is gonna be lower in alcohol content and a little bit more fruit forward, such as grapefruit or citrusy. Now, this is one of my favorite beers coming out of Mississippi. So I'm actually gonna pour it into a glass just to show you can see the color. So typical IPA fashion, it's gonna be a little bit foggy. You can see here a little bit foggy, but since it is a lower alcohol content, it's not gonna be as thick. So good sniff test. You can smell the hops, straight hop forward right away. Smells nice and light. So I'm gonna give it a sip and give it a rating. Man, that's an easy drinking IPA. You could have 5 or 6 of these by the time your ribs aren't even done. That's really smooth drinking. I'm gonna give this a 7.6. So that is a certified 7.6. That's a really good rating for a nice light IPA beer like this. So crack open a beer, eat some ribs, have some chicken, smoke some meats, and I'll catch you guys when the ribs are done. Now, second to last step before enjoying and eating them, I wanted to show you guys the final product. Now, ribs are out of the smoker. Gosh, they look so good, nice and smoky. The barbecue sauce is on them. We're gonna cover it with foil just for about 10 minutes just to let the meat rest. But I wanna show you guys something real quick. Now, when you're smoking ribs, you know that you did a good job is if you can see the bones start popping out. Now, before we threw them on the smoker, you could not see the bone peeking out at all. Now that's a sign of a really good, nice smoked rib. It's a little bit darker than the ribs you're gonna get at the store because they're not smoking it as long as I do, and they're not putting as much of a crust on there. So all we're gonna do is take our barbecue sauce. This is Stubbs. It's a little sweet honey spice. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit on the top, and then I'm gonna cover it with foil and let it rest for 10 minutes. All right, that's been Smoking Sundays. This episode on Cooking with Chuck. Thanks guys for tuning in. Now, don't mind me, I'm just gonna have some barbecue and I'm gonna finish the rest of my awesome beer. You guys have a blessed rest of your Sunday. Have a great start to the week, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. In the comment section, just drop what you guys want me to cook. We're gonna be firing up the smoker again in a week from today. All right, y'all, cheers.